Yo, what's going on, guys? Jared here. Today I have another deck profile for you and a little bit of a combo. This is going to be going over the new TG cards coming out of Age of Overlord. These cards are actually really cool, and after looking at some of the prices coming back from my own sneak preview, they are really cheap. TG Limiter Removal and TG Rocket Salamander are both less than $5 for secret rares on pre-sale release, and as well as Over Dragner being a $2 ultra rare, again on pre-release. So these cards are going to get deemed as probably the worst in the set for price wise. So if TGs go anywhere in the future, this is a very opportunistic time to pick them up. So yeah, this is just something that's like pretty good to know that I really like these cards after reading them. Chris, as you know, Chrislin and my friend Julian talked to me about this deck a little bit and showed me some combos of it, and I ended up liking it more than I was expecting. And I ended up landing on something of somewhere in the lines of this list. I know it's 45 cards, but it works with the math and combo starters and stuff like that. Some of these cards may be a little surprising to see in here, but I promise you this does make sense. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'm just going to jump right into the profile itself. So the first 16 cards here that I wanted to go over, these are all one card Calamity combos. The combos are different. It's not all the same combo, but there's one for if you can make Mighty Striker by itself. And that's like the Kepler and the Paris map and the 1-for-1, if I remember right. And then there's different combos for the Diabellstar Dark Witch, or the Wanted is the Dark Witch. And I think the TG Breaker Limiter is a third different combo. So that's the different types of comboing that you're going to be able to start with here. The middle section of the deck, from the Lamnia down to the original Sinful Spoils, is going to be like pieces of engine that need to be here, right? So the like I said, the Lamnia and the Contract are for the Keplers being a starter, Talons being a generic good one of that you don't want to draw two of ever. The TG Counter Trap card you can use in one of the combos. Screw Serpent, really good card. It's just not a starter, sadly, but it's like an absolutely crazy card. Being able to wolf back something off No More Special is insane. Tank Grub, again, is meant for one of the combos. Same with All Clear, combo piece. Excel is also a combo piece, only a super in Age of Overlord very nicely. And then Rocket Salamander. Again, as good as this card is, it's actually not a one-card Calamities by itself, even though it's like a Lone Fire Blossom, sadly. As much as I wish it was. It just needs, the TG cards just need one more, I would say, like really strong effect monster. That's kind of what they're lacking, because as you can see in this deck list, I'm actually only playing 3 different TG monsters in this deck, being the Rocket Salamander, Serpent, and the Tank Grub. All of the other cards are not TG monsters. It's just the synchros, really. So it's quite actually funny that it worked out that way. And then the last piece of like non-starter but engine is the original Sin for Spoils, of course. This card is so good. Being able to summon the Rocket Salamander from the deck for free. And then Salamander can get you into either Tank Grub or the Screw Serpent. So, yeah. And then for the hand traps and the going second cards, I'll put them in the same category, was 3 Droll, 3 Veiler, 3 Ash, 3 Droplet, and 3 Imperm. These could always be switched around. It's not a big deal. It's completely up to you. Like I said, these could be Nibiru's, it could be more triple tactics, anything like that. So you have like 16 options, I would say, for a 45 card list to be able to make it work. Something I wanted to note while making this deck, I did use the graphing, the calculator for deck ratios. I forget what it's called right now, but I used the calculator for it. It is a 90% chance to be able to Calamities turn 1. So 90% chance to do it with 45 cards, and you're still able to fit this non-engine in, which is very nice. So I think this is, surprisingly, math-wise, it's pretty strong. If you Calamities somebody's on 1 turn, as long as you have maybe a second starter for the following turn, you definitely should be able to win. And even if you don't, the Calamities itself can bring back a tuner from the graveyard when it beats something in battle. So you have, or afflicts battle damage to your opponent, I think it is. But yeah, you have a lot of ways to keep playing. I have this Jet Falcon in here just because it's a burn card. It's just something if you wanted to play at an event for some reason, you can use it for time. It's just a piece of information that I feel like it's good to know if you plan on playing this deck. So make sure you have 1 Jet Falcon lying around. And for the extra deck, lastly, is 1 Baron, 1 Crimson Dragon. There is 1 combo that uses the Crimson Dragon. That is the Diabellstar line, uses the Crimson Dragon. 1 Calamity. Very important to know that Calamity takes 2 tuners and 1 non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster. Very specific. And yeah, we're going to show you why it's actually really funny. But yeah, we also play Blade Blaster as an older one, and it actually comes up in this deck because it's a level 10 synchro. We play the new Glaive Blaster, who is also very, very strong. Again, these two are both a part of the same combo. This is the Crimson Dragon line. The Hyper Librarian, of course, this card's still insane. In that combo, I believe you draw 3 cards, if I remember correctly. The one Mighty Striker, I think you could probably bump this up if you wanted to. You just gotta make some cuts for some other stuff, but test it and see how you want to play. This is just more of a baseline idea. This isn't like a super heavily tested, theorized deck. This is something that you can start with and then kind of mess around with the cards and ratios a little bit more as you wish, but I'm just here to give you a baseline deck list here. Then we have 2 copies of TG Overdragner. This is in probably one of the craziest support cards I've ever read. Just really quick, I actually want to read this card. If it's Synchro Summon, special summon as many TG monsters from your graveyard in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for TG monsters. Normally, that is a big deal because you cannot summon anything else but TG monsters. Obviously, that sucks because TG monster synchros are not that good as boss monsters. But the TG monsters are very good at is synchroing on your opponent's turn. Now, what would you normally sync for is maybe something like Baron. You can make Crimson Dragon too if you wanted to, but the main thing you can actually go into is the Calamity. I know I just said that it takes a non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster. Well, for some reason, they made Overdragner a non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster, so this card actually just lines up perfectly when you use the Mighty Striker, and then do your normal combo line, and then go into Overdragner, and then you use the Overdragner to bring back what you used to make the Overdragner and the Mighty Striker, and then the level 1 and the level 4 that you use, which are usually Rocket Salamander and Screw Serpent, can go into Wonder Magician, and then Wonder Magician can destroy your own continuous spell, so that it's not making your guy's machine anymore, so now Overdragner is a dragon again. Yeah, and then on your opponent's turn, you can Synchro Summon for Calamity if you wish to. Yeah, very, very good. Kind of crazy in my opinion. I think it's wild, but yeah. Next up, Star Guardian. I didn't know this card was actually out. They were showing me these cards, and I thought this card didn't exist yet. Turns out it does. It was on a Savage Strikeout, if I remember correctly, as an ultra rare, very, very, very random. Again, this card's also really strong. Being able to add back 1 from the grave to the hand, and then you can also special 1 from your grave or from your hand to the field. Both effects can be in the same turn, which is very, very good. So you on summon you can add 1 back, and then you can, during the main phase, summon 1 from the hand. So very, very good value out of this. And as an extender, too. The one Wonder Magician, of course. Again, she is also a card that can quick synchro. The SP Little Knight, this card's just generically very strong. There's like really nothing else to it. This card is just, I just want it in my deck list. And then 2 Trident Launcher. This card is also used in a couple of the combos. Can be very, very good, and it can be very, very bad. Most of the time, it's very strong. This card is just very strong overall. And the fact that it only needs a TG Tuner +2 effect monster makes it a little bit more generic. So some stuff like the Bellstar can go into it if you needed to. Some of the other extenders if you need them to. So you have a lot more variety with this. But you just got to remember you have to be able to summon TGs from all the places. So you need to be able to summon 1 from the hand, 1 from the graveyard, and 1 from the deck. So you need a TG in all 3 of those areas. Usually it'll be a Synchro Monster out of the grave or a Rocket Salamander out of the graveyard. Or I guess any of them really. But then it's usually a Rocket Salamander out of the hand, because usually you add it back with the Star Guardian and then some like a Screw Serpent from deck or something, and you just get like a lot of value for essentially free, which is very, very strong. So yeah, that's the deck list itself. I do like the deck a lot. I think it has a good amount of space for non-engine. It has minimal engine cards that are required, and it also can play like generic good cards. Like obviously the Bellstar cards are very, very strong. Being able to get the draw after you do the combo as well with the Sinful Haunted, or whatever it's called. I think it's just called Wanted in the TCG. Yeah, very, very good. But anyway, all that being said, I just want to show you guys the simple combo. This is just only being able to make Mighty Striker. It just Calamities locks your opponents. That's it. The other combo, I believe the one with Dark Witch and the one with Break Limiter do more. But I know just you can Calamity lock with just the Kepler or the map. So really quickly, I'm going to show that to you. So again, we have map here. So we are going to map for Kepler, Kepler for Gate, and then Gate for Lamia, and then send Gate, special Lamia, make the Mighty Striker get all clear, activate all clear, destroy the Mighty Striker, add Salamander, extra normal summon, Salamander, Salamander effect, bring out Serpent, Serpent, bring back the Rocket Salamander, Synchro Summon for the Dragner. And again, it is crazy to me that this can just bring back all 3 of the guys you just used. And then it's literally just those two go into the TG1 Magician to destroy your own all clear, just to make this a dragon again. And then on your opponent's turn, you can quick synchro into Calamity. So with the 5/5 and the 2, you have 2 tuners here, and then you have a non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro Monster. Very, very simple. This is a very simple combo. The Diabell Star combo is much, much stronger. You get extra draws, you get extra bodies. I think you can get the counter trap in there too. A lot, way, way, way stronger. But yeah, just something that you should be keeping in mind of. This is just a very simple line. Again, you still have 4 other cards in your hand that you did not use at all. So yeah, overall, I think these cards are a little underestimated and a little undervalued, but this set also has a lot of good coming into it, of course. So yeah, just something I wanted to talk about a little bit and shed some light on. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you please enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.